great. Pero K, ano yung K? Sa K kasi, yung mga mayayaman, mayaman lang, yung mga mahihirap, mahihirap. Which is what you're seeing now. Yung billionaires talagang napaka-prominent sa Amerika, kasama pa sa China Summit. Samantala, yung everyday Americans are suffering. They're paying high gas prices, high food prices, and all of that. Okay. So what is happening is that yung Hormuz has restricted oil supply such that ang estimate ng mga analysts malapit ay maubos. Ano malapit na maubos? Kasi po, right now, kaya parang hindi pa sumisipa ang oil price. Anong hindi pa sumisipa? Hindi pa yan. Hindi pa yan. Mababa tayo 140, di ba? Diesel. Hindi pa yan. Kasi, the world is still relying on oil reserves. Pero, magbilis na ubos na yan. If by June, hindi pa bukas ang Hormuz, talagang tatama na yan. Sa pagdasal nyo, mabuksan na yan. Ha? Kasi kung hindi, mismo yung delay will really ripple throughout the global economy. Ang unang tatamaan dyan, Asia. Parang as the sun rises, no? Asia muna, and Europe, and then the US. Kahit ang US tatamaan, bakit? Di ba net exporter sila ng oil? Yeah, but the prices of oil are internationally determined. So, sasabihin ng mga oil producers sa Amerika, mas mahal abroad doon na lang magbebenta. Natalis, bayaran nyo ako mas mataas, local ako magbebenta. So, globally determined lang. Pilipinas po, we're so far lucky kasi supply natin is okay pa, pero pag dumating po ito talagang mahirap. So, you may, initially, right now, the global markets are booming except Asia and the Philippines. Kasi nga, sila, from the very start, maganda yung kanilang economy, tapos napaprolong pa dahil sa meron silang naasahang mga backup reserves. Ang Pilipinas was actually going up start of the year until this happened. Nakumpang pa ng ating impeachment, nakumpang pa ng ating Senate shooting gallery. Kaya, di ba, although the Senate thing is something small, sa totoo lang, and the political situation is really small, mas concerned sila sa economy talaga. Bigat. Imagine mo, inflation natin went up to 7.2% again. Okay. Ang peso natin na stay senior citizen. Ayaw mo ba? Ayaw mo ba? So, that's why, pero ang companies natin are still thriving so far. Even if the economy goes down, nag-thrive pa rin. If you're talking about the blue chips na, maganda sila. For long-term investing. But if your client is after global investing, bentahan nyo na sila ng inyong mga funds that are invested globally. Okay? Not entirely in the US. This is the US. Before everything, all of these things happen, mahal na talaga ang US. Pwede na pamura ng kaunti because of AI, pero ilang kumpanya lang yun. But the broad market is really very expensive. AI is running on a promise that may or may not be fulfilled, kaya malaki ang risk. Mas maganda yung diversify. Pwede mag-US pa rin, pero sama mo na sa iba. In fact, if you look at the stock markets around the globe, South Korea is outperforming the US by miles. So is Japan. Okay, so global investment. Okay. Pero I would recommend yung single pay VUL ang papasok niyo sa kanila. Pag investment ng gusto. Kasi pag regular pay, most of the premiums kasi go to insurance, diba? And this has been a problem of people who sold insurance from 2013 onwards. Nabenta kasi with the leaning towards investment. Titingnan ng kliyente, binayad ko sa'yo X amount, bakit mas mababa siya sa X amount na yun? Kahit na flat yung growth ng stock market, mababa pa rin yung kanyang pangbayad kasi Kung nakalagpas na siya sa minimum payment years, hindi siya kinukuha mo ng pambayad doon. May ito pa mo. Diba? So, global diversification is best for people who are more knowledgeable. Pero, sa totoo lang, I'm not recommending particular stuff, but I would bet on this one over the long term. Next 5 years, magandang return. Okay. Business expansion as well, pag kailangan po. And something, and of course, something is paid out. Pero syempre, meron kang business expansion. Legacy building. Asan ba ito? Quick early. Okay. One of the best ways to sell to high net worth is to understand how they think. Sila, sophisticated. Sila mayaman na. But sila also kuripot. They don't like paying taxes. In fact, one of the ways they became rich was the minimization of taxes. Okay. Have you heard of irrevocable life insurance? Well naman, everybody, pinatrabaho namin eh. Okay, sige. But have you heard about irrevocable trust? Irrevocable trust. Okay. Ganito po. A trust is a vehicle. You can put money there and instruct the trust to say, ganito ang pag-distribute ng pera dyan. Pag hindi pa nag-distribute yung pera dyan, invest mo this way. Stocks, whatever, anong gusto mo, you can leave instruction how the money is invested. So, anong purpose nun? It does not only satisfy yung kanilang legacy requirement ng PASA, because you're creating a trust for somebody else, but also, napapahaba preservation. Hindi basta isang bigayan na ito sa yung air, tapos mauubos na niya. Nakokontrol mo. Meron lang tayong limitation. Under the law, you cannot let the trust exist for more than 20 years. Kailangan within 20 years. Okay? So what can you do? You can create a trust. So tell your client, ano po, pwede kayo mag-create ng trust. Okay? Ito yung mga benefits. Kaya lang, two of the medyo parang nakakapagpigil sa kanila na reasons are, number one, usually trusts which are managed by banks, 5 million cash ang kailangan. Medyo malaki. Magkano mo binabayad sa insurance premium? Okay. At oras na nag-create ka ng trust, bayad ka na ng 6% donor's tax. Kasi irrevocable yun. Pinasa mo na sa iba. Okay. Samantalang sa life insurance, maliit yung premium, walang donor's tax, at since irrevocable ang beneficiary, walang estate tax. In fact, kahit yan ay irrevocable policy, pero hindi mo binago yung policy, whatsoever, irrevocable din, so therefore, walang estate tax. No? So, teka muna, may benefit sa life insurance, may benefit sa irrevocable trust, pero may disadvantage yung dalawa. Anong pwede natin gawin? Pagsasamahin natin yan. Sino po ang partner bank ng FWD? So sabihin niyo sa kliyente niyo, sama na tayo sir, ma'am. Security bank. High net worth to. Bubukas tayo ng trust. Irrevocable trust. Tatanungin niyo sir, sino pa? Sino ang beneficiary ko? Yung mga anak mo, asawa mo. Yung natural mong beneficiary, yung heirs mo. Okay, sige. Okay. Bibigyan siya ng number. Anong gagawin niya ngayon? Sama niya naman siya sa FWD. Sir, bigyan ngayon tayo ng life insurance. O sino naman ngayon ang beneficiary niya? Remember, sa trust, nagbukas na tayo na wala kang nilabas na pera. So, FWD, maglalabas ka ng pera to buy the life insurance. Katiting na premiums, you can pay it once or kung gusto mo, installment. No? Ang beneficiary nyo dito ay yung irrevocable trust. Ibig mo sabihin, yung trust hindi 5 million na naman, kundi insurance policy na naman? Yes. Okay. Pag nangyari po yun, si FWD will surrender the policy to security bank. habang buhay pa si kliyente, bayad lang siya ng minimum na maintenance fee. 10,000, whatever, no? Pag namatay na siya, FWD pays the trust and then acts upon the instructions left by the client. So, ano ang advantage? Hindi siya naglabas ng malaking pera, hindi siya nagbayad ng donor's tax, at meron siyang instructions para dun sa proceeds ng life insurance. Para hindi basta-basta mag-ubos. So, you tackle a lot of things. Tax minimization, creation of the estate, as well as the preservation of the estate. And of course, for as long as equitable yung distribution mo ng estate, okay din dyan. So the four goals of estate planning, huli mo na. Okay? That's something you can discuss with these guys. Yung mga peak earning years po. If you want to learn more about life, ang tawag po doon, life insurance trust, or LIT. I think FWD would have sessions on that. If you want to learn more, meron din po kami mga session doon if you're interested. No? Pag kayo po ay gusto by the way, from here on, ang tawagan na po natin, ay BFF. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng BFF? Pwede na lang. Kasi sa session, sabi, boyfriend forever. Hindi best friend forever. So pag kayo magtanong sa akin, syempre best friend ko kayo. Magkano sisingilin ko sa inyo? Sige na nga, 3. For how long? Forever. For as long as our company is in existence, hindi ko na bibigay sa inyo contact details namin. Masyadong marami. I-google nyo na lang ang Ask a Friend. Ask a Friend. Abado yun. Bakit? Kasi ang rhyming slogan is easier to remember than yung kadami-dami na may contact points. Okay? So, ganoon po. Pag may katanong kayo regarding this, tulad sa life insurance trust, di ask a friend, ask? Very good. Alright. Okay, so, insurance positioning natin for the peak earning years would be, it's no longer just protection, it is strategic planning na yan. Uy, parang medyo mabigatan natin yan Oo nga, strategic planning. You've gone beyond selling mere insurance. Okay? So, ano po yung best insurance conversation natin dito? Estate liquidity. Pag ikay, you have to help them plan. Pag may life insurance proceeds siya, liquid yung estate. Di ba? Kesa naman, mag-iwan ka ng asset. Pagkahati-hatiin kayo, ang hirap kaya paano pag may kabit pa yung namatay? Diba? Yung kabit, yung anak ng kabit, ayaw pumayag, ayaw pa pero patay na. Okay. Retirement planning, kasama na po rin dyan. Business insurance, through the Keyman Insurance. Wealth transfer, ayan, yung part of the tinatawag natin na legacy planning. Legacy planning. Ayan. Okay? May tanong po ba? Wala? Okay? By the way, marami ako binabanggit dito, but at the end of the presentation, there is one slide that summarizes everything. Ibigay ko yun kay Sir Pa. Siya nang bahala mag-email sa inyo. Para din na kayo, alam niyo kasi, napapansin ko, kinumunan lagi yung slides. Hindi naman ako kasama. Ibigay ko naman sa kanya. Pwede ka, pre-retirement years na. Tanggalin natin ito. Hi. Hindi. Hi. Floating ko. Okay. Ito na. Children are becoming independent. So sabi natin, di ba, pag nagre-retire na, Hindi nababawasan ng independence natin. They're becoming independent. Ano pa? Tayo naman, we're focusing on retirement income. In fact, kanina na papunta ako sa CR. Sabi ko, nakatakot ito, parang may hindi, sabi ko. Sabi ko sa how long kaya can I keep on doing this? Tumatanda na rin ako eh. So, you're focusing on trying to shift your active income to passive income. Retirement income. Buti na lang yung nanay ko. Swerte. Swerte kasi siya nakabili ng property. Imagine yung 50 pesos per square meter. Nabenta na yung 6,500 per square meter. Pero ilang years naman yun. Pero ngayon, retired. Talagang retired na siya. She can just enjoy her life and earn like a Makati executive. Kaya yun maganda, di ba? Kahit ubusin niya yung interest, okay lang kasi nandun pa rin yung principal. And saan siya nakalagay? I told her, Mama, ikaw na may retired na. You are a type of individual like this guy. Hindi mo na gusto yung mga risk-taking. Di ba? I'm not for capital, she's not for capital appreciation anymore. So, anong sabi ko? Bumili ka na lang ng government bonds. Right now, ang time na nabili namin 4.5%. Na ngayon, 5.6% kasi tumaas ang interest rate. 5.6% may not be a lot, may not be that high as compared to maybe the variable of Pag-ibig and P2. But, kung malaki naman yung principal, malaki din yung substitute. Oh, by the way, total na pagkita natin yung Pag-ibig and P2. Can you keep a secret? Talaga, walang lalabas sa kwarto ito, ha? Pinag-aralan ko po ang Pag-ibig and P2. Kasi this could be one of the questions tatanungin ng kliyente niya sa inyo. Pero ba't hindi na ako Pag-ibig and P2? Bakit magla-life insurance pa? Ganito po yun. At that age, hindi na sila masyado talaga sakitan. In fact, they're more of responsible investing. Okay, so, Pag-ibig MP2 used to pay only 4 to 5% dividends. And remember, these are dividends, so they're not guaranteed. Secondly, inaral ko po yung kanilang financial statements. For a number of years, na tinaasan nila yung kanilang dividend rate, they were paying a dividend rate higher than their return on equity. Kumbaga, binabayaran nila yung Pag-ibig MP2 members higher than yung buong membership ng Pag-ibig. Bakit? Is that sustainable? Parang hindi. Parang hindi. Okay? And so that they can pay the higher interest rates, they actually convince or persuade people to borrow 30-year mortgages. Sinong umuutang nun? Yung mga pobreng maliliit na tao na walang alam. Ang hindi nila alam, umutang ka na 1 million, paid over 30 years at 9-point-something%, you will be paying 2 million in interest. 2 times the principal. Babayaran mo pa yung principal. The total cash out to 3 million. No? So, kasi yun ako pa yung kanilang financial statements. Nung pumapasok yung Pag-ibig MP2, na mataas ang nila na dividend, pumapasok din yung contributions, tumatabo ng contributions yan kasi mandated. Hindi yung ganun kabilis ang growth ng loans nila. Kaya napipilitan sila ilagay sa government securities din. I don't know kung talaga napipilitan, but it may be that talagang it's just a way for them to help fund the needs of the national treasury. Kasi treasury bills and bonds are binibili. So, I don't think it's sustainable, but it will not fold because mandated yan, tumatabo ng pera yan. The government will support that. The thing is that baka ibaba na ulit nila yung dividend. So, I would recommend to my client, huwag lahatin. Konti lang siguro. There are other ways, yung mga funds na inyong ginibenta. Ayan, healthcare costs. Importante. By the way, part of the Z package is that like the other day, nagpa-medical ako, lab work and all, nasa 10,000. Ang binahin ko lang, 250 pesos. Oh, every time papalab ako, whatever the amount is, 250 pesos na babayaran sa Zima Page. Huh? Okay. This meeting is being recorded. Okay. Okay. And I would recommend if they start, by the way, hanggang 65 lang usually HMO. So that's why, importante may health care. Health insurance. Health insurance. But anyway, if they go into HMO, again, it's important that you need to be the person who knows everything there is to know about money. That way, you become the expert to your client. Nabasa niyo na ba yung libro, Positioning the Battle for Your Mind? Okay. Kayo ba'y marunong magbasa? Ang author po nito ay si Al Rice, R-I-E-S, at si Jack Trout, T-R-O-U-T. Ang sinasabi po nila, people will behave in one of three ways kapag may information overload. Right now, ang dami dyan nagbebenta ng insurance. Not just within FWD, but among the different life insurance companies. There are about 276,000 group registered as of end of December 2025. So, pag may information overload, sabi nila, people can behave in an insane way, wherein they will not listen to what you're saying. Kailangan mag-agree ka sa kanila para makabenta ka. Eh, paano pag sinabi na hindi ako naniniwala sa insurance? Eh, di patay na. Tayo ng usapan. On the other end of the spectrum naman are people who will say, uy, good na offer mo. Basahin ko ha. Hindi mo alam, nakasampung tao na yun na lumapit sa kanya. Oh, ganda, akin na, babasahin ko. Hindi nyo lang alam, ang dami ng people. Pero hindi siya makadecide. Analysis paralysis. Pero this is where it gets interesting. Sabi ni Alvarez and Jack Trout, but the majority of the people we sell to are the people who are the insane. They are those people who are like the insane. They have their own beliefs, but they're ready and willing to give up their beliefs for the beliefs of the nearest expert. You have to be the nearest expert. Kahit na wala masyadong kinalaman yung MP2 sa inyo, you have to know that. You have to be all, no? Para masabi na, oh nga, this guy knows his stuff. Believe you me, I work with Standard Chartered Bank. Okay? And we made a presentation to a group of doctors. A group of doctors. Maganda na aming presentation. Anong sabi ng group of doctors? Sige ha, antay lang namin yung payo ng aming advisor. Sino yung advisor nila? A financial advisor. Tinalo yung mga galing sa bangko. Bakit? Siya na yung nauna. And this is also important. Part of behavioral economics is that you don't have to be the best. You just have to be the first in the mind of your target customer. Diba? Okay. To prove it to you, tell me kung ano ang unang brand na papasok sa isipan nyo when I shout out this generic product, ha? Bukaban. Karamihan Colette. Okay. Next question. Anong brand ang pinakamasarap? Jollibee? Buko pa yung pinag-uusapan eh. Ano mabuko kayo sa Jollibee? Kaya, Well, buko pa. Ano ka masarap na brand? Ano ang napansin niyo? May nagbagay pa ba ng Colette? Pero, anong unang niya naalala? Colette. Colette is top of mind. You have to be that, even if you're not the best. But if you're the first, ikaw lagi maalala. Okay? So, anong primary goals po ng ating mga pre-retirement people, maintain their independence. Ayaw nilang pagkakreate sila ng sandwich generation na nakaasa sila sa kanilang mga anak. Protect their retirement assets. Again, huwag na masyado yung mga risk-taking para sa kanilang asset. Fixed income na gusto nila. So, kung meron kayong fixed income funds, yan ang bagay sa kanila. But, again, reduce the burden on the family, which is part of maintaining independence and transition to a comfortable retirement. Meaning to say, it doesn't have to be the masyadong maramihan. In fact, in retirement, there are the go-go years. They continue to travel, to enjoy life, pero sandali lang yun. Sandali lang yun, lalabas na rin yung gout mo. Naka-wheelchair ka na naman. Basta reklamo. Hindi mo na rin enjoy. Okay. Mas enjoy mo na sa bahay ka na. Okay? Any question po dito? Wala na. Okay, di last na tayo. Ano ba? Ito mga. Ang core needs nila? Yan, health of family, very important. Very important. Nagpaplano pala sila. Maybe they're not yet even available. By the way, ha? Alam niyo ba? You notice how I digress. But I keep on, I talk to you of things related, pero parang iba-ibang topics. That's how you should be to your client. Huh? So did you know that the life expectancy sa Pilipinas was 60 in the year 2000, but 61.2 lang in the year 2021. Samantalang sa Western Pacific, kasama China, gano'n, abay from 60 plus, naging 68 or something, sa 67 na. Okay. Mabagal yun sa atin. And when it comes to health life expectancy, lumalabas sa pag-aaral ng World Health Organization. Kung dati 61 pala was the age wherein una tayong tatamaan ng critical illness, 58.8 na lang ngayon. Bago ka pa mag-retire, on average, tatamaan ka ng sakit. That's why this is very important. Okay? They have to start planning out. Not just to, of course, you cannot just buy a rider na health insurance. Bibili ka rin ng policy. No? And that's part of long-term care planning. If you want to add to that HMO, sige lang. Ganito lang po napansin ko sa HMO. Don't buy kung ikaw lang. Talo ka. Yeah? Buy as a group. Because kung ikaw lang, chances are hindi mo magagamit. But if you buy as a group, kung at least one of you uses it, as a group, at least nabawi nyo yung binayad nyo. Diba? Pag ikaw, mahina yung chance na magamit mo. Buy as a group. Okay? O be part of a group. O kuyari, pagpa-dependent kayo sa anak nyo. Asset preservation and estate organization. Not just kung kanina pupunta ito, o ito, but also, nasa ba yung files? Okay? Importante yun. Para malocate ng mga heirs, yung mga properties na may iwan. Ang common ones naman nila, sabi sa inyo, travel agency, travel pa rin. Pero, dito na ata titigil yan. Diyan na titigil yan. Sa next stage, wala na yan. Aba,
Iba na yung travel.
hindi nyo na itatanong, ako'y 63. At the age of 60, ako'y tumindig sa aking seat na nasa plano. Palabas na ako ng yung airport na tube. Kaya sa plano. Hirap na hirap ako niya. Age of 60. Parang hinihinga lang. The next day, nagmamanas na yung paa ko. Yung pala, barado na yung puso ko. Despite the fact that me ang kidney transplant patient, iniingat ako yung health ko, barado yung puso ko. How much? Yung left anterior descending artery ay 80 to 90% blocked. Malapit na ako mamatay. Pero hindi pa ako nagkaka-heart failure. Pero andun na. Kaya ko nasabi ko, parang hinihika ako. Akala ko hinihika lang ako. And there were times na sa subdivision namin, we live in far away, Farview. So, nakakasampung ikot ako sa amin. Pero pagkatapos ng hingal-hingal ako, gumuguhit dito. Ila pala yun, gumuguhit dito. Hindi na hika yun, pag gumuguhit dito. But anyway, ayun. Nagkaroon din ako ng, tawag dito, yung angioplasty. Angiogram muna, then angioplasty. So yung travel, kung di ako nagka-angioplasty, baka wala na rin yan. Hindi na tumuloy. Ibang travel ng pinito. Departure lang siya. Pwede travel di siya, at least di siya. Pasya na rin sa mga. May peace of mind, of course, and a comfortable lifestyle. By the way, talagang mga seniors gusto nila may dignity sila. Gusto kong bilhin ng mother ko ng mobility scooter. Ayaw. Yun yung tatay ni John Gibbs. Ang mobility scooter din, pero siguro ayaw niya, no? Being debilitated, parang hindi niya matanggap. So, siya ko sa gusto pa rin natin dignity. And of course, ayan, more family time. Kaya, every chance we get, sabihin ng misis ko, dahan tayo sa apo natin. So, paano insurance positioning natin dito? Kanina, strategic planning na, di ba? So ngayon, eto na. Protektan naman natin yung pinaghirapan mo ng gusto, yung decades mo tinayo. Alam naman, hayaan natin gumuho yan. So ano yung conversation na maganda? Medical protection, retirement income, estate equalization, asset preservation, and legacy planning. You have to know a lot of this. Okay? Mamaya papakita ko sa inyo. Meron kami ginagamit to facilitate this. And lastly, eto na tayo, retirement and beyond. Ito siguro talagang hihina na ako. Kahit pilitin pa ako ni Sir Paz, hindi ko na kaya. Ano typical situation? Living off accumulated assets ka. Living on interest income ka. LOI. No? And you focus on legacy and the family. Lagi nanay ko sinasabi sa akin, Efren ha, itong bahay natin, which hindi na ako nakatira dahil wala ka ng share dito. Pwede mo yun. Kasi ako hindi ka pwede mag-early office. Increased medical, ay no. But this one is more of pain management lang. No? Kasi hindi na ma-reverse. Like yung dementia ng nanay ko, try as we may, kahit anong gamot na bigay namin, talagang hindi na. Papunta na siya. Primary goals, leave a legacy, maintain the dignity and independence of that individual, avoid burdening the family. Of course, meron din naman ditong obligations yung family to understand how it is to live with this kind of people. Para na siyang baby, nag-upisa sila baby, ngayon, aalagaan natin sila para baby. And avoid burdening the family. Of course, meron pa yung transfer wealth efficiently. Okay? So, ang core needs nila will be, expense planning. Importante ito. So, kung may pension sila, siguro pension na nila pang grocery items sila, pero yung income from their assets, yun ang talagang other costs of living. Liquid, therefore, kailangan liquid yung estate. Okay? Wala masyadong property. At this time, you don't need the assets. Kaya may challenge kami. Niisip ko, pagtanda namin, lipat na lang kami ng condo. Okay? Lipat na lang kami para benta lang yung property namin yun. So, mas malapit na lang kami. Siguro, para pag-train na lang kami. May isang balakid. Ayaw pumayag ng anak ko. Natago na. Ayaw pumayag kasi sabi na anak ko, hindi na ako makakabili ng bahay. Yan ang sinasabi ng mga kabataan, hindi na ako makakabili ng bahay. Kaya dahil papamanin mo to sa akin whether you like it or not. Healthcare support, and simplified wealth transfer. Wala na masyadong complication. Ang common ones sa kanila ay syempre, huwag ka kayo mag-away. Malapit na ako eh. Ay, kung saka kayo mag-matindi mga after ko. Para for me to be able to play with them. Comfort and peace of mind. Okay? Again, parang ito, in other words, pain management. So, ano yung ating conversation sa kanila? Sorry, meaningful legacy. Conversation natin sa kanila would be read now, not financial products. Of course, you could say that because naplano na nila earlier. Mahirap kasi na po sa akin pag 80 years old. Mahirap. Baka sabihin wala na sa isip. No? So best insurance conversations would be, again, final expense funding, legacy transfer. And estate preservation, very important, charitable giving. Dito lumalabas na. In fact, minsan lumalabas na rin yan pag younger pa. Yung 45 pa lang, lumalabas na yan. Pero dito talagang charitable giving naman yan. Yung aking isang auntie who lives, she really lives, medyo may kaya. She really lives on rental income na. Sa dami ng property niya, I think she earns 7 digits a month. In income from rental lang. Pag namigay ng pera, ibang klase. 100,000 dito. Yung pinsan po tumakbong mayor sa amin, hukta, bilyan, 10 billion. Hindi man na umaray. Hindi man na sinabi, bayaran mo ako. Hindi. Pag sinabi nga, pag natalo ka, charitable giving. Of course, family protection from financial stress. This is also where yung mga pre-need plans come in. Maganda nga yun eh, kasi kunyari may asawa kayo. Ibang babae dito, may asawa kayong batukan, may magtrabaho. Pag-uwi isang araw, sabihin sa kanya, di, may pasalubong kasi lahat. Eto, cremation plan. Parang walang stress. Okay, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo yung slide na share ko sa inyo. I'll give it to Sir Bass, ha? If you wanna take a picture, kaya na malilit sa sunan, baka hindi nyo makuha. Ito na yung ating parang cheat sheet. So, depende kung sinong kausap nyo. Yan yung protection focus, yan ang main use. Yung life insurance role, may health insurance, sinama ko na rin, tsaka yung key message natin. No? Okay. So, I will just give you Sir Bass para mapag-aralan nyo. Kaya, dito ako, bibigay ko na ito sa iyo. Hindi yung mic. Hindi ko sila may mic. Ito na. Kayo talaga ito. Tumawin tuloy. Okay. So as I said, kailangan natin gamutan ng behavioral economics. No? So, and that's why we wrote a book. And by the way, it's available there if you want to get a copy. Taming the Revenge Issue. It was written by me, a neurologist and a psychologist. Okay. Kaya pagkatapos sila ulo nila. Behavioral economics is like judo. Okay? Sa judo, the softness controls the hardness. Wala pong thrust or kicks sa judo. It's more of using your opponent's momentum against him to pin him down. Okay? I hope may sound. Tingnan nyo, I'll show you this video. Look at how this kid in white defeats this kid in blue. Gagamitan niya yung momentum. Wala po ba? Kasama po dun sa H5. Dito na. Okay. Okay? Kita nyo? Nag-a-advance kasi naka-blue. So may momentum siya pag gano'n, hinatak niya at binaliktad niya gano'n. Okay? That's how we're going to do, that's what we're going to do as well. So yung ating clients, they have a way of thinking. Gagamitin natin yung para convince sila, kailangan mo ang life insurance. Okay? We will not argue with our client. We will? Yes. And we're going to use it through behavioral economics. Okay? So to lay the groundwork, actually, kanina pa ginagawa na natin ito. A needs-based approach. I don't have much time with you, so we'll skip this expert. Oh, nabagay ko rin pala ito expert bias, pero I'm going to also use this with you. Number numbness. Ito is with another seminar na lang. Okay? So, actually, nagamit ko rin pala ito. So, we're going to focus on this now before I end the session. Importante talaga yung numbers because numbers are something that we don't like numbers. But we treat them as God. Not the God, but parang God kasi parang we don't question it anymore. Ang hirap kasi isipin, intindihin, no? And when you use numbers to make them appear, to give you something beautiful, matutuwa ka. At paniniwala mo, hindi mo na ako questionin. So ganito, I will prove that to you. Ilabas niyo po ang cellphone calculator niyo. At kahit magkakaiba ang birthday niyo, papalabasin ko sa bawat cellphone niyo ang birth month and birthday niyo. Sundan lang yung instruction. Enter the number 7. Okay? Tapos, multiply 7 by the month of your birth and press equals. So 7 times, kunyari, October kayo, so 7 times 10, press equals. Okay? Lagi may press equals sa dulo, ha? Whatever the answer is, subtract 1 and press equals. Okay? Whatever the answer is, multiply it by 13 and press equals. Whatever the answer is, add the day of your birth and press equals. Whatever the answer is, add 3 and press equals. Whatever the answer is, multiply it by 11 and press equals. Whatever the answer is, subtract the month of your birth and press equals. Whatever the answer is, subtract the day of your birth and press equals. Dalawa na lang. Whatever the answer is, divided by 10 and press equals, and whatever the answer is, whatever the answer is, add 11 and press equals. And whatever the answer is, divided by 100 and press equals. Ano po yung birth month and birthday nyo? Tama ba? Diba? Ano gagawin nyo? Ganito po paggamit ng behavioral economics, gamitin nyo sa kliyente nyo. Ma'am, sa pagkahula kay birth month, birthday po, mag-meeting tayo bukas. Wala na ng picture, please. March 18. Diba?
Yes.
Ang galing na nyo. Parang gusto mo sabihin bang picture by Johnny mo, ang galing na. So, this is how we do it when we talk to clients. We don't sell any product, by the way. No investment, no insurance, nothing. But we created this app, which is called the Yaman CRM. Inside of it is what we call the MyPF app. So, allow me to just shift to that. Ito po yung app, no? Sir, ito ba lumalabas?
Yes.
Okay, sige. So, yan yung app. So, I'll show you something very important. Ang kailangan sabi natin, pagsamahin ang goals, then create the situation of urgency and bridge it with insurance. That's why, kita nyo, puro goals na nasa umpisa, nasa dulo ang insurance. Yun ang pang-bridge nun. We create the plan and then we insure it through the life insurance. That's how we do it. But let me just show you how we come across as an expert. And you can follow as well, no? Follow as well. Gawa lang tayo ng last will and testament. Ito po ay last will ni Juan Abolidor. Abolidor. Kita mo na. Pero asawa niya si Tina Abolidor. Ayan. Okay. So you can write down the formula if you want, ha? Sabihin na natin na ito yung may iwang estate ni Juan Abolidor. Mayaman. High net worth. Pag isa lang ang may iwang anak, ano ang dapat na minimum share ng isang anak niya? Hindi pala. Okay, sabi ng batas, 1/2. Minimum, ha? Pero bigyan mas marami, pero minimum lang. Yan. Siyempre pa, kailangan mag-iba din si Juan Abolidor kay Dina Abolidor. Okay. So, isang surviving spouse. Anong share ng surviving spouse? 1/2 the share of that child. So, 1/4. Teka, di may natira pang 1/4. Oo naman. Bakit? Yan ang subject sa free will. Pwede niyang pamigay kahit kanino niya gusto. Eh pag sinagabos na asawa, di wala natira. Yun ang free portion, ha? Okay. Pero, teka muna. Paakot naman kapag dalawa na ang may iwang anak. Ano na ang share ng children as a group? 50% pa rin, pero mag-share yung magkapatid. Tig 1/4 na sila. Ano na ngayon ang share ng asawa? Equal to the share of one legitimate child. Friend, yan nga ang formula. Pero pareho pa rin naman yun. May free portion pa rin na 14 million. But the formula changed such that kapag tatlo na yung iiwang anak, tig 9 million sila, 9 million na rin sa asawa. So napunti ka niyang share na malaki. Natagdagan sa free portion. Okay. Believe you me, when I do my talks for BSP, 700 people. So, umpisa pag akit ko na stage, ganun kaingan. Pinakita ko na ito. Nakangana. O, teka muna. Paano naman pag may anak sa labas? Ano share ng anak sa labas? 1/2 the share of one legitimate child. So, 1/2 ito. Saan ang galing ito? Ayun, nabawas sa free portion. Paano naman kung sitwasyon ay si Juan Abolidor, iniwan na si Dina Abolidor, hindi annulled. Iniwan lang niya at sumakabilang bahay na siya kay 17. Nagkaroon siya ng 4 na anak doon. 4. O, magkano share? Tapos na ubus na free portion, napunta lahat doon sa kanila. Paano pag 8? Patay na. Wala namang papaghatian. So magsiksikan na yung 8 yun sa share nila sa group. Okay? At this point, sasabihin ni Juan Abolidor, friend, pwede ba isama ko si Daisy Siete as a surviving spouse? Kasi, kita mo naman, love na love ko, ang dami kong alam sa kanya. Kapag dalawa po ang ginawang surviving spouse, ang sagot ng ating calculator ay, error. It's a moral and legal error. Hindi po pwede magpamana sa kabit. Hindi pwede mag-donate sa kabit. Ano ang tangi-tanging karapatan ng kabit? Lumigaya.
Huwag magpakabit.
But look, something interesting here. Something interesting. Kapag walang anak silang mag-asawa, sa loob o sa labas, pero may surviving parents si Juan Abolidor kahit isa lang, Anong share ng buwan ng survived parent na yun? Parang anak, 1.5. Okay. Kasi nga, kung wala namang pera, wala namang buwan na burrito. So, nevertheless, meron din ganito si Dina Oborito. Remember, that's just one Oborito share. Anything she gets here is icing on the cake. Plus, pwede sabihin ni Juan Oborito, ito, free portion Dina, bibigay ko na rin sa iyo. Pero kailangan po, ang free portion ay talagang sinasabi sa last will and testament kung kanino binibigay, sapagkat pag hindi mo yan sinabi kung kanino pupunta. Like in a situation where yung mag-asawa, walang anak, pero yung si Juan, suportado niya yung kanyang kapatid. Daily living, medical expenses, kaya sabi niya kay Gina, pag namatay ako, lahat ng pera natin dapat sa ilang pupunta. Yung estate ko sa ilang pupunta. Hindi siya gumawa ng last will and testament niya. Anong ibig sabihin nun? He will have died via intestate succession. And according to the law, kung wala sanang kapatid na buhay si Juan Aburito, walang problema. Kaso, may isa. Anong share ng kapatid na yun? Kalahati. Kabilin-bilin na niya, huwag na bibigyan. So, hindi siya gumawa ng last will and testament. Kaya, tapon kayo sa amin. Okay? Right. So, again, this stage you have to. Pag tinanong ka ng kliyente mo, hindi pwede yung phone a friend. Hindi pwede yun. Kailangan right there and then may sagot ka. Be that expert. Take the time to study these things. Ha? Na. Balik tayo. Hindi po mission impossible ang magbenta ng insurance. If it were, dapat ang litita industrial dito. Laki. It is mission possible, mission I am possible, all because those na nauna sa inyo were doing this already. Okay? Pero, the best way, if I were to sum it up, the best thing that they were doing is this. They were first giving out the advice. Okay? Be like SM. SM, akala natin is a retailer. But it's actually a real estate company. 51% of its revenues come from rental. Kayo ganun din. Papalabas nyo, kayo ay financial planner. But underneath all it all, it will eventually lead them to buying financial products, inclusive yung insurance na dun kayo kikita. Okay? But to do that, you have to always think about your client first. Huh? Make them happy first. Just like yung sinabi nitong kindergarten school teacher. One day, dumating siya sa classroom, dala siya maraming balloon, sinulat niya yung pangalan ng bawat student sa balloon. Sabi niya, children, I put the balloon in the center of the classroom. When I blow my whistle, find your balloon. Ha? Ready? Go! Ako, nagrambulan yung mga bata, hinabol, nagkahabulan sila, nasipa yung mga balloon, nagliparan. 5 minutes had gone by, wala pang isang balloon ang nakikita. Okay? Teacher blows the whistle and says, children, stop. Stay where you are. Pick up the balloon closest to you. Read the name on the balloon. When I blow my whistle, bring that balloon to the person whose name is on the balloon. Ready? Go. 2 minutes later lang, every child was holding on to his or her own balloon. Anong sabi ni teacher? Children, the balloon represents our happiness. Okay? We won't find happiness when we're only searching for our own. But if we care about someone else's happiness, it will ultimately help us find our own. Okay? So, find that happiness or help your client achieve that happiness for himself and for his family, and you will see ang laki ng balik din niya sa inyo. It's in the Bible. Luke 6:38, siniksik, niliglig itong apaw, babalik sa'yo. Okay? Gawin niyo po ito because at the end of the day, gabi na. Ay, ito. Dali. Handa na po, ha? When you aspire to build your empire, your heart's on fire, your actions do inspire, but don't over-acquire as you climb higher, or you might just expire before you retire. Salamat po. Ito wala ng contact details natin, but if you forget them, ask a friend, ask a friend. Sir Basti,